It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Jones. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. James now to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Eagles' 42-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing again on second down. Jones, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown,
John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
the kick is good.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Jones on first and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. First and 10, Jones. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be second down.
22-yard line.
Give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Giants.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on first down, Jones escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Jones.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves them with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Two seconds to go, 1st quarter. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
First down, Giants.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down.
He's brought down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, New York.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. And down to the 15. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. When you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
Now it's Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
New York.
John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Giants 24, Eagles nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. But now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Eagles 8. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the option, Jones is going to keep it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. A first down carry for Barkley. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Down at the 40.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
7-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
And the Giants' first down.
Now Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Giants 31, Eagles 8. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that... The defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Flacco looking for his first toss. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Eagles 8.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Barkley on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shakes off the sack. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Eagles 23. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Flushed out right. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
On for the extra point.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 30 on second down, Flacco, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Giants 52.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.